Hey guys, welcome back to this M13 8-4 draft on release weekend sort of kind of thing. I don't know what you would call this, it's like 2 weeks. But anyway, so we lost the die roll, our opponent chose to play first. We will keep this hand of 2 lands, Duty Bound Dead, Divination, Mind Rot, Sleep, and Vampire Nighthawk. No reason to mulligan this hand. If we draw 1 land, we're set. So we will choose not to mulligan. And we'll see what our opponent is playing. I didn't have time to check because I was doing audio and video for the last video. We can actually check now if we wanted to. View round 1. We'll check out his second game. He plays an island and passes. We're gonna play out. We draw a land. We're gonna play out the Duty Bound Dead. What? He just that game was not even a match. He just conceded immediately. Maybe he mulliganed down or something. I don't know. But I didn't see. In any case, alright. I think we're just gonna have to go with it. He's blue-red. He plays a welcome turn, which is good, and then we're gonna pass back. We're gonna swing in with the Duty Bound Dead since it's not blocking the flyer. And then hopefully next turn we can draw a swamp so that way we can just play out the Nighthawk. That would be optimal. But we'll see here. You make sure that you go 10-7 so that way you can play your Nighthawk turn 3, and then your deck still gives you 3 swamps. In any case, gotta pass back, and we'll be taking 2 damage this turn. He didn't play a land main phase 1, so maybe he doesn't have a land. I can be optimistic. Oh, he does not. He plays Krenko's Command. Okay. So that became interesting. And we do draw the swamp. We're good at this game. Here, I think... so he's got, I wonder if we just want to block. If he has a removal spell for Nighthawk, I would want to block. But if not, I mean, we're going to be in trouble. I think we need to leave back the blocker. I know that we could, always, swing in here, deal the 1 damage, but then if he has a removal spell for Nighthawk, we're going to be we're going to take 4 instead of just 3, which I'm not a fan of. I'm going to leave back the Duty Bound Dead here, because Nighthawk is just going to clamp up the board anyway. I'm in no rush to deal any damage. We're on the defense against his 4 mana, or 4 power in turn 3. Or turn 4 actually, since he missed his land drop. We could also Mind Rot him to see what he is going to do, or what his high drops are, because he's going to probably just dump 5 drops or 6 drops or whatever he has. But I think next turn we'll just Divination, pre-combat to see if we can draw another Duty Bound Dead for the Vampire Nighthawk, and then bash in. We don't have an unsummon to play. And our last opponent had the Magma Quake, so that's not something that we need to worry about, because we did see 1 of those in draft. And I'm not going to play around the fact that there may have been 2 at this point. Our opponent seems pretty... Either he's duo queuing, or he's really thinking about what to do right now. Excuse me. If he has another welcome turn, I'm wondering if I don't think I want to swing in with the Nighthawk. I mean, that just seems like a terrible trade. And he has Gem of Becoming. Wow, okay. That's interesting. So, he's really looking, so he's gonna have his lands after he cracks that. But here we're gonna play out the island. We're gonna Divination to see if we can't draw the other Duty Bound Dead. Pre-combat. And if we do, we'll play it and then bash in for 4. Nighthawk is so good. So good. We don't. We do draw Dismantle Prowler and another Divination, which is good for us, but in any case, we will be bashing in for 3 here. No reason not to. Excuse me. He plays his 4th land. If he really wants to sack that gem to get 3 more lands, it doesn't seem great. If he plays out another guy, if he plays out a dude, here, and drops down to 3 cards. I'm wondering if I want a Dust Mantle Prowler or Mind Rot him. Because, eventually Mind Rot is just gonna be bad because of Gemma becoming. He's just gonna, sack 2 lands. Oh, whoa, no. I didn't block his, I didn't block one of his guys because I was thinking that was pretty bad. But, if he plays out a guy here, we're gonna Mind Rot him next turn. I should have blocked there, that was bad. That should have saved us a point of damage. Let's see who he plays. I mean, if... Excuse me. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not expecting... maybe he has a Canyon Minotaur or something, but we really can't tell until he plays something. I doubt he's gonna crack that Gem of Becoming now, and if he doesn't play anything, we're just gonna play the Dust Mantle Prowler and swing in for 4 lifelink in the air. He is playing Talrand's Invocation, so that means we can Mind Rot him now, which is an option. Take out 2 cards. We're not going to swing in. We would swing in if we played the Dust Mantle Prowler. I'm worried that next turn he might just crack the Gem of Becoming, but if he has something else to do, he probably won't. So I'm actually going to play out the Dust Mantle Prowler here. And then bash in for 4 exalted damage in the air. As soon as it says that I attack. There you go. Cool. My MTGO is lagging right now. I may have to restart it. Yeah, it looks like it's lagging, so I'm going to restart it really quickly. I'm going to pause. Alright, welcome back. So my MTGO will lag at some point, so I'm going to have to exit out and then go back in. Here I think definitely swinging in is the right thing to do. Drop him down to 12, and also bring us up to 21. Seems good. Here, if he plays a 5-drop, we will be Mind Rotting him next turn. I don't think there's a reason not to. He's going to bash in for 6 damage in the air, which we will hopefully just gain back. We'll see what this is. He plays Turn to Slag on our guy, which is pretty good. Here, we're definitely going to Mind Rot, or we could Rise from the Grave. We're probably just going to Rise from the Grave. Next turn, I want to Mind Rot him to take out his last 2 cards. So here we're going to Servant of Nefrox. And then bash him for 5. And then we're going to Mind Rot him for his last 2 cards. He gets rid of Bloodhunter Bat and Canyon Minotaur, which is pretty good. So now, I mean, we are in a bit of trouble because we do need to eventually kill him. So he's going to crack the gem. Maybe he is playing Nicol Bolas, and that's why he's playing that card. I mean, it makes sense. If he's going to... So, he showed us 3 lands, and he played out the swamp. Makes sense. Here we could murder his guy, but I don't think we really want to. We could also bring back a Bloodhunter Bat with Rise from the Grave or something like that. Here, I think we're just going to bash in with the Servant of Nefrox, and then Rise from the Grave back our Vampire Nighthawk. Seems like the play. Because he has 1 unknown card in hand that he didn't play out there, so I doubt it's anything really relevant. Let's see what we can do here. Yep. Okay, come on. Come on now. Okay. We also could have slept there and also like tried to tempo him out. which was another option actually. Sleep there and then swing in for 6, and then try to swing in for 6 again the next turn, and we had murder. Actually, that was probably the right play. That was bad. That was silly. Okay, so the right play there, I'm sorry, I didn't think enough about that turn. I just thought about getting the Nighthawk back. The right play there was to sleep, swing in for 6 with the Servant of Nefrox, and then if he plays a guy, murder it, and then swing in for 6 again to hopefully take the game. If he has a removal spell for the Nighthawk, and then like another burn spell or something like that, which I doubt, honestly, he can win the game, so we're giving him an opening here that I wouldn't like to give him. But I think we're still okay. He's going to have to use that removal spell on the Nighthawk, most likely. Another option that we could do is, if we're really worried about something like that happening, we could Rise from the Grave his Bloodhunter bat back, and then drop him down to 10 and bring us back up to 11, and bring us back to like a safer life total. But I think I'm okay with this. Just bringing back Nighthawk, because Nighthawk is so good. Nickel Bowl was close. He plays Fire Elemental, which is okay with us, and I doubt he can swing in here. I will take the trade though. He plays Jace's Phantasm, which is not going to do enough. And then we're probably just going to sleep him because we know the last card in his hand, so we're just going to sleep him here. Like we should have done last turn, honestly. And then bash in for 6. Only 2 lifelink though. I still think that's okay with us. Because if we swing in with only Nighthawk, we're only going to deal 5. So we can swing in with Nefrock, but I do want the lifelink, so I think swinging in here with everybody is fine. And they're not going to tap. And we know that last card is a land. So unless he does have like Nicol Bolas, which I'm not even sure if it does anything. Destroy target non-creature or whatever, but we'll just play out the Welcome turn anyway. And hopefully kill him. Attacking. Cool. We're good. We're good. Cool. Alright. He's gonna take that damage, and we're gonna play out the Welcome turn. Is my thing lagging again? Okay. And that's probably gonna be game. I'm gonna play out the land and then Nicol Bolas or something, unless he has another board wipe. Nope. So we won that game. Pretty good. So he's Grixis control, it seems like. He had a Welcome turn, Talrand's Invocation. He showed us Bloodhunter Bat. He showed us Jace's Phantasm. So maybe he's playing Jace too, because that would make that card good. I don't really see a reason to bring in Crippling Blight besides that Welcome turn. So I'm not sure we want to. Is there any card that's bad against him? Mind Rot seems fine. Murder is obviously good. Mark of the Vampires seem good. Essence Drains seem good. Divinations are good. Yeah, I think everything's good here. I mean, we could take out the Sleep on the draw. But I don't think Crippling Blight does enough. So I like Sleep a little bit better, so we're going to submit. And this hand is definitely keepable. We will curve out like nobody's business. We'd like an Exalted Dude maybe, or I don't know. Yep, that is okay with us. Although it does take out like 2 of our guys, because we're X1s. We're still good. In any case, no reason to worry right now. He can bash in for 1. We will happily take it. I don't think there are any sack effects in that, those colors anyway. That is okay. We drew divination, which is good. We're just gonna play out the welcome turn. I don't think it really matters. And then if he swings in, we're not gonna obviously trade because we have Vampire and Nighthawk to do good things. And with Murder in our back pocket, that seems pretty good. He does have the Evolving Wilds, excuse me, in order to crack for his swamp. In any case, we're going to play out our swamp, bash in for the damage. Am I lagging again? I might be lagging again, guys. Yeah, it's getting kind of laggy. If it's getting kind of laggy again, I'm going to have to restart again. I apologize. I don't know what it's been the past couple of days, but it's just been kind of laggy. In any case, we'll play the Nighthawk and pass back. He Searing Spears it, which is fine. We're okay with that. We do have the Murder in our back pocket, and he's down to 3 cards in hand. Gonna be 4, but with the way things are going, it's a race, and we can always murder any guys that he plays, and we have card advantage with divination. It doesn't look like he has a turn 4 land, or else he would have just... Nope, he does. Here comes Rummaging Goblin. So, I'm considering... here, I think we just want to play out the Dustmantle Prowler and bash in for 5. And he can continue rummaging, but we have divination and also murder, and I think we can win with the board that we have right now, if we decide to race like this. Especially if we draw something like Mark of the Vampire. Throw it on the Tormented Soul, bash in for a lot. He discards a mountain. Let's see what else he has for us. He has Hellion Crucible, which is interesting. So we're going to have to consider that when we are doing our damage. We can bash in with Welcome Turn, deal 2 to us. We will... Oh, he's going to swing in with Goblin Options as well. Okay. Or not. Maybe? Yes? Okay, he is. So, that's okay with us. He's going to swing in for 3. He only has 2 mana up. 5 to turn to Slag our Dustmantle Prowler. Okay. That means up, and we draw Bloodhunter Bat. So we've been drawing pretty well here, but this will definitely put us ahead in the race. And here we're gonna bluff the Unsummon. Even though we don't have one in our deck, it's nice to make our opponent think that we do. He doesn't know that we don't. No reason to. Prove him wrong. We do have the Murder anyway. He's gonna sack, or he's gonna get rid of a mountain. I'm sorry about the coughing, I really am. Believe me, it really sucks. And he's gonna put a pressure counter on his Hellion Crucible, which means that he doesn't have much else to do. He's gonna bash into 3. Drop us down to 9. That Hellion Crucible... Yeah, with 2 pressure counters. Here, we're gonna play out the Divination. Try to draw another land, so that we can leave up Murder mana, just in case he has something with haste, or, I don't know. Just in case. Yep. So we're gonna play out the island. I don't want to play out the other Divination right now. I just rather leave up the Murder mana, and it looks like we're lagging beyond a hope. So I'm gonna pause. Okay, we're back. So we're gonna leave up Murder mana, and we're gonna bash in for 5, and then next turn he's dead to one of our flyers or the Tormented Soul. works out pretty well. If he has a removal spell, he has a removal spell, but nope, he does not. And it looks like, oh, nope, he does have the removal spell, so he'll drop down to 3. Searing Spirit is good. Now that he only has 1 card in hand, I don't imagine he's gonna have to leave back that Welcome turn. I almost want a divination now to save up the mana for next turn if we play another guy or something. But we can always murder at the end of turn, so I think we're gonna leave up the divination. Does this thing have trample? Haste. He discards a swamp. Let's see what this is. I'm gonna tap 2 blue, and for, oh, that's not good. Okay, so we're definitely in trouble at this point. We're gonna murder the Welcome turn to save ourselves 2 damage. He's gonna do a 1 to us. And then we are going to, transfer's not good. If we swing in with both, we save some damage with the Drake. We can't block the Goblin Arsonist with Enchanter, so I think here we want to see if we can't draw another Hexproof dude. I mean, not a Hexproof dude. A Exalted guy. We don't. That's okay. We'll bash in with both, because he has to block with a Drake to the Welcome turn. Yep. We'll drop down to 2, and then we'll play the Delkin Enchanter. And we're still in okay shape here. He's gonna Rummaging Goblin away a Kraken Hatchling. Rise from the Grave will win us the game because we can get Blood Hunter back. Excuse me. Also, what's it called? Another Exalted guy, so a Duty Bound Dead will win us the game because we can swing in with Tormented Soul. Exalted. That would be nice. We're definitely not in a lack for outs, and we're not even dead quite yet. Because this Drake has got us on a 4-turn clock, but we've got him on a 2-turn clock. He can swing in for 2 damage. He's gonna swing in for 3 damage. That seems silly, because now I can win if he doesn't have the creature. I'm gonna take the damage. Maybe he has Chandra's Fury? In which case that would really suck. He has Fire Elemental, which is okay. We drew Essence Drain anyway, so that works out. I totally forgot that was gonna happen in our deck. So that works out nicely. So we got a little bit lucky there. I still think we're in an okay position, because if we draw a land there, we play Vedalken Enchanter, Walking Corpse, swing with Tormented Soul, and then block out his Fire Elemental and anything else. We drop down to 2. If he has a burn spell there, we lose, but any other case, we're still fine. So I'm gonna hurry up and get the audio ready, and I'll see you guys in round 3.